Hello, beautiful people out there in the world. Beautiful people, I'm going to touch on this one more time. I got so engagedly and so comfortably involved in shooting this video and elaborating on what I was elaborating on that I went over, I think it was about 10 minutes or so, because you know how I feel about my Instagram viewers. And I want you beautiful people to enjoy the pleasure of what these videos have to offer and what they have to say, and in terms of how they speak to your beautiful selves. It's important to me that everybody's happy, everybody feel loved, everybody feel welcome, and everybody feel right at home like they should, beautiful people. No one should feel or should be left out in the cold of life's atmosphere, not to be brought into the warmth of love's kind words, smiles, and its beauty. Beautiful people. That's a beauty that you cannot live or do without. You need anything? You all right? Can I do anything for you? You're welcome. Like that. You see, that's what I'm talking about. We have to think about each other. We got to be mindful of one another. We can't forget about one another and then say that we do love and that we care. Care is not what you say, it's what you do. Love is not what you say, it's what you do. Okay? Like in the previous video, I was sharing with the beautiful people I was talking about, the beautiful young lady. And I don't want to go too deeply in depth into it, because the other beautiful people who's going to be watching this video, I don't want them to feel like that they're watching it all over again either. But the fact remains, is that, like the what is it? What did it say? I forgot exactly what the man's shirt said, but if you watch my video, that did go out to Instagram. I don't know, I forgot exactly verbatim what it says, but it says, say more than what you have to say with your mouth. Then, don't just talk with your mouth, basically. It's basically what it's saying is don't talk with your mouth, talk with your actions, and that's the seal of the deal, and that's what's real. We, as I've stated before, we talk about keeping it 100, but we really don't even know what keeping 100 really is. Because if you went through the fine-tooth comb of one another's life, it'll dwindle down to about 80, 85%. And if it's at 80, it'll dwindle down to probably about 60 or 50%. Beautiful people. That's what, not living your life, as I stated before previously, through the temporary, but living your life through the eternal. Most people live their lives through the temporary, this flesh. Bodily exercise profit little. That's all it profits. Because if you have designated, or if you have indicated, or if you presume, or if you think or believe that how you look after coming from the gym for an hour or two depicts or define who you are and how you look, that's backwards thinking. You're thinking backwards. That does not define it. Because if that was the case, you wouldn't live in fear, and you would be the perfect person to live with and to be married to. If that was the case. If you took your soul, from your soul to your mind, to the gym like you take your body and your flesh. Now there's another person altogether. That's another different, eternal person altogether. If you did that. You see, if you took your soul and your mind to the gym, and the only time you all talk about the soul is when you want to, as I've stated before, it's when you want to be in a relationship, a healthy relationship. Okay? Well, that soulmate begins with you, mating with you, and you mating with your soul first. Now, if you had a little exercise after you've done that first, you see, now You have positioned yourself. You have placed yourself in a position, you see, not to have to look for what you want or what you need. It will fill the atmosphere with everything. It will make it clear. It will have a voice all of its own that will speak for you. You see, when I'm out and about, I don't tell anybody who I am. I don't have to. My soul speaks for me. And it has a voice all of its own. And they tell me. You see, they say, and what they say to me, it's clear. They tell me, I can see it all in your eyes. It fills the atmosphere with your presence. I can't even hardly walk away. You see these kids, I don't have to say anything because I don't need to boast. I don't need to brag. I don't have none of that in me. Okay? I have nothing to prove, nobody to impress. And the best person or the main person or the most important person that I will ever undress to address is me. And when I say undress, I'm not talking about taking off my clothes. I'm talking about taking off of all of that other stuff that need to unravel and unfold, okay? That has a hold, that won't let you go. Nobody does a better assessment of me than me. Nobody. I work me over. You see, I do. I don't have no problems with telling on me. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And if I'm right, I'm right. It is what it is. I don't need to make that impression, and I don't need to prove that to anybody. Wrong is wrong, and right is right. And it's going to be that way all the time, anytime, every time. Beautiful people. I do not allow pride to get in the way and dictate me being a better person for another day. No, I'm not going to allow that to happen. Okay? I live my life every second to be me, better at being me, to be happy and joy-filled and loving, being better, being me. I love that person, and I love you with that person. You see, that's a significant way of living and thinking. But if you think, you see, because everybody wasn't created to be skinny anyway. Let's be real. If you all, as you 100 people would say, you know, if you will keep it 100, if you keep it real, everybody was not created to be skinny. I know. I lived in a house with a beautiful person all of her life. Heavyset and beautiful. You know, that's just the way it is. Everybody was not created to be the same way. You can do all you can, because if that was the case, you wouldn't have to go to a plastic surgeon or somebody, a liposuction, and all that kind of stuff, if everybody was created to be skinny. No, you were created to be normal. And I'm not saying this to offend anybody. If I have, I apologize. But it's the truth. You see? And that's what we struggle with today. And today, in this age, is we struggle with the truth. You see? We will make every sacrifice that it takes to please one another and to please this flesh, but won't make those sacrifices that it takes to please ourselves and to be ourselves. We won't make those sacrifices. To get rid of what puts us in that state of mind, what brings about that fear, these infomercials, these commercials, and watching what other people do and seeing other people doing it, and it look like it's working for them. No, don't kill yourself. Don't mess up your life and your health. Because what does it over trying to be or want to be like something or someone else? That doesn't affect you now on the front end. Chances are it may affect you later on the back end down the road. You don't want that to be you. Love yourself. Loving yourself will make you fine with being who you are right where you are. Excuse me, these mosquitoes and these bugs is messing with me. Okay? Love yourself. I love me some me. Not that I don't need no alterations, and you can't offer me none. No, love yourself, being yourself with who you are created to be. Your body, your structure, all that. You are beautiful. Every time I see you, I see nothing but beautiful people. And I just look forward to seeing you lovely people come. To all you beautiful people, have a smiling day.